River, come here, bud. Come here, buddy. Oh, you want to play with the ball? All right, I guess we're using that as a reinforcer today. We're gonna teach you how to have your dog weave backwards through your legs, and it is my personal favorite trick. I love the way it looks, and it all starts pretty simply. It's with a turn. So River really wants to play with this ball, so I'm gonna ignore the treats that I've got, and we're gonna get him into a stand. River, stand, come on. And then turn him around. Yes, good boy. And in this case, we'd throw the ball. Otherwise, you'd give a treat. River, come here, bud. And then you just keep repeating that. So turn again. Oh, come here, bud. Turn again. Yes. And you can say yes or use the clicker or both. Totally up to you. And he's doing this great. Now, River already knows a backup, so this part's going to be pretty easy. We're going to lure him into a turn. You can even step over and go back. Oh, that's okay, bud. That's okay, bud. Come here. This would be easier with a treat, but we'll do a turn so he doesn't get frustrated and go. I could very easily just keep trying to get him to back up over and over and over, but he would get frustrated, I would get frustrated, everybody loses. So I'm gonna see if I can transition to a treat because he knows back up taught with treats. I could continue to use the ball, but if something's not working, it's good to vary it. So I'm gonna call him over and see if he'll work for food. River, come here. Can you drop that? Oh, good boy. Yes. And we're gonna see if he'll do just the turn. Yes. And he's moving a lot smoother because he's used to being lured with treats. And we'll go turn and, okay. Because this isn't working, and obviously we like to show you what it looks like when it's not working. I know you're supposed to make it look perfect, but we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do some warm-up backup. So River, stand up, stand. Good boy. And we're gonna go back. And I'm just having him follow the lure back. I'm not signaling him to back without being asked. No, come here. He knows back up from a heel, so we're gonna get in a heel. We're gonna go back. Very good. We can go back some more, back. Very good. And then to get him used to the motion, I'm gonna ignore the turn and I'm literally gonna step over him and go back. Come on, buds. We'll try again with the back up. Now this time when I put him in between my legs, I'm going to walk backwards with him. Again, if something's not working, keep changing until it does. So we're going to step over him and I'm gonna walk back and see if the motion, yes, is more familiar. And eventually once he's got, come on, once he's got this down, nope. Once he's got this down, then I would do the turn and the back. Now I always start from the very beginning doing a little bit harder because with my Aussie, for instance, I started with turn and immediately cued her to back and she did it. So we didn't have to do several little steps. But I would only try that once or twice to avoid that frustration we talked about earlier. So River, get it. I'm gonna try again with the ball because we wanna use the highest value reinforcer we can. River. We'll try turn and back. Very good. And so it's a complete lure at this point. Try one more time with the more advanced version. River, turn, go back. Oh, and he started anticipating. So this time if he goes automatically, I'm not gonna reward him. Because if I have him every single time he takes off running, then we can't eventually transition that into him continuing to back up. So this time, River, bring that here. River, bring it here. He's a good boy. Then we won't be able to teach him to stay in position. So I'm gonna cue him to stay verbally this time. So we're gonna go turn, River, turn, back. Oh, that's okay. I should have lured him by the nose. That's my own fault, not his fault. River, come here. Turn. And I'm gonna step, because we're just learning right now. Go back. Come on, bud. Go back. And I'll step back, because that was helping earlier. Back, back, back. Come on, bubs. Come on, bubs. Are you tired? Come on. Come on, bubs. All right. So we're gonna just let the failure happen. Sometimes we wanna keep pushing and pushing, but dogs need to think through, what did I do wrong? Why did I not get the reward that time? So let's try it one more time. Now, oh. Give him a chance to actually think. He's a golden retriever, so he's not thinking. I'm kidding. Golden retriever owners, don't hate me. Come on, back. Nope. All right, we'll try the whole motion. Good boy. We took a single step, but at this point I'm gonna take it, and he didn't go automatically. Don't be afraid to back up. I'm literally in this case, but back up in your training. Now he's panting, he's a little bit tired, so I'm gonna give him a break, and we're gonna bring out Betsy, who knows it a little bit better. But that's essentially the foundation you're gonna start with. It's not gonna look clean, it's not gonna look perfect, and that's just what teaching is. The advantage of having 2 dog trainers is that we were able to discuss and figure out one thing that was going wrong, and that's that every time I threw the ball, I was throwing it away from me. So he didn't want to back up because that would get him further away from the toy. So what I should have been doing is once he backed up, throwing it away so that he was anticipating moving that direction and not forward. Now on to Betsy, the proof that this method actually does work. Full disclosure, she's not 100% fluent in this behavior, but I still think that's good because you guys get to see the learning process, us kind of cleaning it up. But we can show how far into it she is. So we're gonna get her at my side and we're going to weave back. Oh, she sat down. Go, go. Oh, no ma'am. Go back. Yes. I'll warm her up a little bit. Turn back. Yes. So this is what it looks like when you're practicing. Turn back. That's the end result. Then you put them at your side and you turn them and have them go back. Yes. And I'm rewarding down so that she doesn't sit. Yes. And you just keep going like that. But essentially, you see how fast she's moving when she turns and backs? That's kind of what you're aiming for, because then you know that the behavior is fluent. They're not just, obviously she was following the lure, but we can go Minty. Minty was my dog that originally learned this trick, so the trick is called Minty. Good. And then we go turn back for the weave. Oh, that's okay. Reset. Now you're gonna start with just one turn and back when you start doing it diagonally, because that's a whole new behavior when you're having them at your side and going like this. It seems like it's the same, but it takes a hot minute. So it is a new behavior. But because she knows it well enough, I'm gonna move on to 2 weave backs, and that's where she's at. You can see she sits down. She's anticipating that the trick is over once we get to 2. That's my mistake because I didn't move on to 3 fast enough. And so she's just assuming, okay, we do 2, and then we're done. So I'm gonna push her to a 3. I'm guessing she's gonna sit down, but we're gonna work through that. I'm gonna pop her up into a stand if she does, and finish the trick. So we're gonna start on my right. You can start on either side, but when you're first teaching this, you want to always start on the same side. I'm gonna full on lure. Very good! And we're gonna jackpot that. Multiple treats in a row. That was fabulous, honey. And then end it. I wanna do one more, and that's when you know you're done. Because if she messes up, then the lesson isn't sticking as well. She'll just remember the last thing that she did. I mean, she'll remember multiple, but that's kind of what will stick in her head. So you're done, get out of there. So that's basically how you teach a weave back, and have fun training.